Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Chatsiri, or you can call me Chat for short. And in today's video, I'm gonna be comparing all the Hourglass face palette that I own. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. So I'm not wearing any makeup today, just some lip gloss because I'm just gonna swatch all the Hourglass on my face and remove it later. So really is no point. But anyway, let's get into the Hourglass face palette. So I have 3 ambient light palette total. I have the Edit 4. This is the first ever Hourglass product that I bought. The second one is the Ghost palette. I didn't buy the blush because I wasn't interested in it. Just the ambient light palette and the unlocked palette in the Ghost package. Because I was gonna buy the unlocked palette last year, but I was too hesitating and then I missed the opportunity. So this year I just grabbed it. And I got everything except for the unlocked on sale, so that was good. So I'm gonna swatch one palette here, one palette here, and then one palette here, so you guys can see the comparison on my skin tone, if you have the same skin tone as me, or if you're darker or if you're lighter. But let me zoom in so you guys can see close up, and just don't get shocked by my skin, because you know I'm human. So I'm gonna start with the Edit 4. I've been using this since I got it and I really love it. It's just so complete. Like when I go on travel, I just bring this and I use the setting powder. I mix them, and then bronzer, and then blush. I also mix blush most of the time, and then highlight. And sometimes if I'm really like just go travel on a few days, I don't even bring setting powder. I just use the finished powder to set my face. So but let's start swatching this. I'm gonna swatch this one on this side of my cheek with the nose ring. And this is the first finishing powder. Wow. That's not it. Can you even see on the camera? I do see it on my skin, on the mirror. But the point of the finishing powder is to not be too obvious. And now I'm gonna swatch the second finishing powder. I don't know if they have shade names. Oh wait, yeah they do. So the first one that I just swatched is called Dim Light, and the second one that I'm going to swatch is called Diffused Light. This one is definitely brighter, but still not really seeing much on the skin. But I do see it on my mirror. And when I wipe my fingers on the paper towel, you can definitely see it. Now I'm going to swatch the bronzer. It is called Filter Bronze Light. Now this one is showing up good, because if it doesn't show up, means it's not dark enough for my skin tone, but it shows up, so that's good. I already know it's gonna show up because I use it. But yeah, let's move on to the blush. So this one here is called blush Luminous Glow, and it's beautiful pink. And then the other one is called Strobe Blush Euphoric Fusion, just this berry here. I'm running out of space. And then the last thing is the Strobe Powder Euphoric Strobe Light, which is this highlight here. Bam. Hourglass highlight that I've been using on from the Ambient light, they are all pretty subtle. So this is the Elite 4 palette. Now let's move on to the Unlocked palette, because if I'm correct, this one came out after the Elite 4, or maybe before. Correct me if I'm wrong. But let's do the swatch. So again, in this palette there are 2 finishing powders. There's 1 bronzer, 2 blush, and 1 highlight. So we're gonna start with this finishing powder called Soft Light, and I'm going to do on my forehead here. Now this one I can see on camera. The second, damn it, keep falling down. The second finishing powder is called Filter Light. Same name. This one is a little bit more golden, like golden brown. And now blush. Now we're gonna do bronzer, which is here. Bronzer is called Golden Bronze Light. Wow, that's beautiful. Now time for the blush. The first one is called Blush Nude Glow, which is this one here. This is pretty similar to the bronzer, but has a pink and golden shift, like duochrome almost. And the other blush is called Mood Flush. I really like this shade. It's like rose, dusty rose. And the highlight is called Metallic Strobe Powder Champagne Strobe Light. Wow, that is crazy. So this is Unlocked. And now the last palette is the Ambient Light Ghost. This one is also beautiful. We're gonna start with the finishing powder, Dim Light here. This one is pretty soft, but still show up on camera, that's good. Next is Diffuse Light, and is more pale, more lighter, I don't know. It's lighter shade. This one, yeah, it shows up, that's good. And now time for the bronzer, which is here. It's called Bronzer Eternal Bronze Light. This bronzer is more like a neutral, almost cool tone. I think it's like almost exactly the same shade as the one on Edit 4. If not, and it's exactly really like exactly. Now for the blush, so I'm gonna start with the middle one. This one is called Iridescent Rose. The name is nice. I'm gonna do it here. Ooh, that is really beautiful shade. I love that shade. And the other one is called Sublime Flush. Also really beautiful. Nice and soft baby pink. And the last one is the strobe powder, iridescent strobe light. Bam. So looking in the mirror, I think that the most beautiful color setting in my opinion would be the unlocked one, and especially if you have warm undertone like me, I think it's gonna complement the I think it's gonna complement your skin really good. And for Edit 4 and the Ghost, it's pretty similar in my opinion. Maybe the Ghost one is a little bit more into the pinkish tone, but really slightly. And the bronzer is like pretty much the same here. The blush is really close. Maybe the Ghost one has this really beautiful shade right here. But this and this is really similar. Maybe this is a little bit deeper. But like I say, they are really similar. Like you can just have one, either the Edit 4 or the Ghost, and you are good. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you have any of this palette, or do you have them all like me? And what is your favorite? For me, Unlock is my favorite. And yeah, that is it for my videos today. I hope you guys enjoy watching it, and I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!